all the great scientists, and this is one of them. Kepler and Galileo, Newton. Yeah, we got one right here. It's fantastic, amazing.
My name is Stephen Hokking. For the past 50 years, I have traveled the world, studying and lecturing about time and space, and the laws that govern the universe. I have lived over 2/3 of my life, with the threat of death hanging over me. Because every new day could be my last, I have developed a desire to make the most of each and every minute. Although I'm 71 now, I still go to work every day at Cambridge University.
I'll see you in a bit. Enjoy shopping.
Keeping an active mind has been vital to my survival, as has been maintaining a sense of humor.
When I went to my job interview, I thought he was going to ask me about my past medical history and what I've done before in care, but he didn't. He asked whether I could cook poached eggs. And I was 19 at the time, and I lied because I didn't know how to cook poached eggs, but I got the job straight away. Do you enjoy my company?
Maybe.
You're horrible to me, ain't you?
Yes. Tonight, I am guest of honor at the launch of a supercomputer called Cosmos in Cambridge. Cosmos is one of the most powerful computers in the world, and will enable us to better understand our place in the universe. The notion of fame is a curious thing to me. In my mind, I am a scientist who has been lucky to work on some of the fundamental mysteries of our universe. Sometimes I wonder if I am as famous for my wheelchair and disabilities as I am for my discoveries. I have always wanted to share my enthusiasm and excitement. There's nothing like the eureka moment of discovering something that no one knew before. I won't compare it to sex, but it lasts longer. Sometimes, even astronauts drop by.
My voice is listened to because I did something 43 years ago. And I have the sense of humans reaching outward and succeeding, but I believe that he is valued more because he has the pure analytical combined with the philosophical that comes from his understanding of the beginnings and the ends of the universe.
I have often dreamt about traveling through space myself. Recently, I got closer by experiencing a zero-gravity flight. It was also a moment that temporarily stripped me of my disability. A feeling of true freedom. As I am now considered a so-called famous person, more and more of my time is taken up with my public life. For this, I rely greatly upon my team around me.
You are really the gatekeeper in this role. You get the general fan mail, hero worshipping him, really. Then you get people who are obsessed with religion and God and the fact that Professor Hokking doesn't appear to have a God as such that they can feel comfortable about. So you get a huge range of what we call the God letters. And then you get letters from the disabled, serious scientists, mostly people full of admiration for Professor Hokking and what he has achieved. He is a great iconic figure and he enjoys his public appearances, and it's great that, you know, he's still very engaged with everything that surrounds him.
So, if you want to explore the inside of a black hole, choose a big one. People have searched for many black holes of this mass, but have so far not found any. This is a pity, because if they had, I would have got a Nobel Prize. If you had asked me 40 years ago if I ever thought I would be talking in front of a sellout crowd and be a part of popular culture, I would have laughed. But if by getting involved with the zeitgeist that is upon us has encouraged people to question our universe, then I am okay. Life has thrown at me both good times and bad. Perhaps it is human nature that we adapt and survive. As for me, I have lived with the prospect of an early death most of my life. I am not afraid of dying, but I'm in no hurry to die. I have so much I want to do and find out first. So for now, goodbye, and thank you for coming on a journey through my world.
By any measure, Stephen Hawking's life was incredible, even more so because in the 1960s he was diagnosed with ALS, or motor neuron disease, and given just a few years to live. This rare form of motor neuron disease left him virtually paralysed, unable to express his profound vision of humanity and science without a voice synthesizer.
At one point, I thought I would see the end of physics as we know it. But now I think the wonder of discovery will continue long after I am gone.
But this was never a man bound by his own physical limitations. He revelled in a zero-gravity flight, freeing him, he said, from the confines of his wheelchair. He also wrote a series of children's books about space with his daughter Lucy. He had 2 other children and 3 grandchildren. For more than 3 decades, he was a professor at Cambridge University's Department of Applied Mathematics and Theoretical Physics, specialising in the study of black holes, and revered as a member of the academic elite. But Professor Hawking also did much to popularise science, playing himself in Star Trek,
Possessed in the opposite direction,
and The Simpsons. In 2014, his life and romance with wife Jane Wilde was depicted on the big screen in the acclaimed film The Theory of Everything.
So the universe getting smaller and smaller, getting denser and denser, hotter and hotter as we...
You mean wind back the clock?
Yeah, exactly, wind back the clock.
Hawking consulted on the biodrama, which earned 5 Academy Award nominations and a Best Actor win for Eddie Redmayne for his portrayal of the physicist. Hawking's most famous work, A Brief History of Time, remains one of the best-selling science books ever written, and he was deeply concerned with humanity's survival.
I see great dangers for the human race. There have been a number of times in the past when its survival has been a question of touch and go. The frequency of such occasions is likely to increase in the future. We shall need great care and judgment to negotiate them all successfully. But I'm an optimist. If we can avoid disaster for the next 2 centuries, our species should be safe as we spread into space.
He was, as ever, looking firmly to the future.